All right, welcome everybody. We are live. It's Jeff Hershey here, getting started for a really special spring release for Reviewly and how it affects you as an agency, how it helps your clients. And we're talking a little bit about the future of AI, reviews, SEO, local authority. And today we're going to release features, right? But we're really not going to be releasing features as we get in. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put myself on the screen here as we get going. So I want to say hi to everybody. Jeff Hirsch here. We're going to get kicked off in just a few minutes. I can see that we've got, a lot of folks are on StreamYard. We're doing this on StreamYard. We're doing live on YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn as well, which is really cool. We're adjusting kind of how we get our name and brand out there a little bit this year, and we're doing this live, right? So for each and every one of you that are seeing this, you're on here live. If you're watching on a replay, you'll be able to watch this on demand as we go through, and we'll be interactive a little bit today. But today we're going to go through some changes and some big updates and things that really are going to be impactful for you as an agency. We've got a couple of massive big releases that we're going to talk about, problems that we were able to solve for business owners. I'm going to show you a couple of real accounts as we get in, talk about the stories, what the payoffs were for those, and then how you can explain it to a business owner. Okay. That's kind of the real big things that we're going to go through today. Looks like if you have to leave before the end, don't worry about it. We'll get you a replay or any of that stuff. Like, I want you guys to be able to be a part of this and participate. And then we'll post this in the school group as well. You'll be able to ask me questions in the comment threads and all that stuff down below. So if you're watching us live on StreamYard, you guys are all saying, hey, looks like I might be frozen for Dana, or there's audio issues for Mike. Let's just do a quick check. If you can hear me and see me and I'm not like glitching or anything, just let me know we're 5 by 5. Eileen, hey, we just shipped you some devices. Rex, what's going on? We'll get in here. Darren, looks like you guys can all hear me and see me, so we're good to go. One of the big things, I got an alibi pretty early, is when I scheduled this. This is the last day of the quarter, right? And we're moving into the next quarter. This was intentional. Okay, we were trying to find a spot, and I wanted to get it in. What I didn't realize, for the end of the spring release event, is actually it's my son's spring break. So if something happens, he might run in here, but you probably won't hear from him or see him at all. But God forbid something happens and he needs to run in here, you'll see that from there as we get in. But the video looks like we're good to go, 5 by 5 for everybody, and we'll get a replay out. I'm recording it locally, so we'll publish that from there. And then looks like some of you guys have some video concerns. Let me see if I can adjust that a little bit. But we are recording this, and we'll get it up to you as well. So we'll make sure that you guys have everything that you need to be able to get this up and running. And if anything happens, we'll be good to go. Okay, let's jump into it. I'm going to actually turn my camera off, and we're going to go through, and we're going to get me off the screen here. And let me just make sure I can do anything with. Nope, I can't do that with my. I'll see if I turn my audio off. But looks like, yep. So now you guys should only see the slide as we get going. Okay. Cool, Dave. So I'm watching us on Facebook. So we are streaming to Facebook as well. So my biggest fan is on Facebook right now as we get going. This will be live in the group. Like I said earlier, if you're watching this on a replay, leave a comment on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like it, all that great stuff. But if you're in the school group, you can actually leave a comment down below and just tag me. I will answer your questions. Okay. I'm going to go on a little guys trip at the end of this week with my son because he's off, and don't want him sitting just in the house all day. But we will be paying attention and releasing everything to you within the next 24 hours. And I'll be fully supporting this. And we'll talk about that here a little bit, that if you guys become a part of what we're going to be talking about today, you will have access to this very quickly. And what we're going to be doing is going to be really changing the game for a lot of agencies over the next couple weeks as we get in here, because today is the last day of the quarter. Okay. Which means that the year is 25% of the way done. I can't even believe that right now. And we're hitting the spring release. Some of my clients have their biggest issues. Okay. Looks like we've got a couple people with audio. Are you guys good to go with audio and video? I'll make sure that we are good. If not, I'm going to take myself off stage and adjust it real quick, but we should be good. A couple of net issues, a couple audio, some people have video. Just want to make sure that we're good to go. This might be a StreamYard. This could be us as we go in, but I want to make sure that we're not missing anything. Good here with Mike. Yes, says John. Okay, cool. We are recording this, so I will get the recording out to anybody that has any issues. Aline says all good. Okay, so it might just be on your side. One thing I don't want to do is assume that it's not me, and then no one gets to hear this. So we're going to dive in. Okay. So if you want to leave a question or comment, tag me down below in the school group, and we're going to jump right in. Okay. We are good on StreamYard, which is awesome. Okay. And I do a local recording, so we'll update this as we go, and you guys will have a great recording at the end. There's not going to be some massive urgency on this call that, like, if you need to watch the replay, you're going to be fine. So, like, don't panic. Okay. What we're going to be talking about today is the future of AI, reviews, SEO, AI SEO, and how that plays into local authority. Okay. We're going to be releasing AI control today. When it really boils down to it, what you're going to have access to as you guys get going is you're going to have the ability to help local business owners be visible and found with AI. Now, why does this matter? If you're watching this on YouTube for the first time, you've never seen me before, you've joined the school group, maybe you're watching this, you saw an ad. Why does it matter is coming from me? Okay. This is literally an issue of Wall Street Magazine that came out, I don't know, last week or the week before. As you can see, I am a former F-16 fighter pilot, instructor pilot. I've spent about 8 years in the jet, almost 1,000 hours, around 900 or so. I'm the founder of Reviewly.ai. I've been working with AI since the beginning, and in AI Google reviews for the last 3 years. It's only been around for about 3 years. I've built and sold software. I've worked with marketing agencies since the early 2010s. I've been in online marketing since 2007, 2008. I've exited out of companies to private investors. I've exited out to a PE firm. But biggest of all is through everything we've done over the last 18, 19 years is we've helped business owners grow their visibility, gain trust, and help you as agencies build recurring revenue. Okay. Here's the one thing that's held consistent through all the years. The businesses that win are the businesses that control the perception about them. Right? That's what today is all about. Mike said, "Hey, I'm not a Reviewly member yet." So, Mike, don't worry about that. Okay? We will get you in as we get going here. We'll make sure that you have everything that you need to be able to get in. We'll send you a link here later on. Now, for me, I'm being featured on what we're doing with AI and Google reviews right now because it is that important to small business owners. And this is what today's discussion is all about. When it boils down to AI, okay, AI will help decide which businesses get selected and chosen. Okay. Now, more than ever before, and it will continue to move in this direction for the next several months to years, it's not going to be about rankings or ads or just the websites alone. Okay. AI becomes a decision layer with a local business owner. And the question for all of this comes in for me as, will AI recommend you or your business or your client's business from there? Think about this, okay? If you went into ChatGPT, if you went into Claude, if you went into Gemini on Google's AI mode, and you started looking for the best company to offer your services in your town, right? So the best reputation management agency in Denver, Colorado, whatever it is, okay? Would you come up? Well, AI is pulling off of several signals to figure out who it should recommend. And one of the biggest things that we need to pay attention to for each and every one of you is making sure that you are recommendable or findable by AI. Okay. Most businesses are invisible to AI. Okay. There's actually a video on my YouTube channel on how to be seen by AI. I'm not going to get too far into that today. It is on the YouTube channel. Okay. Most businesses have no idea that they're invisible to AI. Yes, they have a website. Many or some of them have reviews, and I've got clients that we run ads for. Okay. But without enough trust signals, think about that right there. What does a review do? It actually helps solve the trust signal because people are talking about that business through the proper context and regular activity. I used to talk about this back in my reputation loop days. I still talk about it in the early Reviewly days. The 3 R's of online reviews: real, recent, and relevant. That's what this boils down to: trust signals, context, and activity. And what AI doesn't see or can't read, guess what? It doesn't recommend the business because it doesn't understand it. AI wants to give you the best possible result. And if it can't recommend you because it even doesn't know you exist, then you don't exist in the AI world. So there's a new layer that nobody can ignore, even your own agency. Okay. Selection is the new ranking when it comes to AI SEO. AI is filtering, it is summarizing, and then it is recommending before the click ever happens. Think about that. People are not going through the process of doing a search and then clicking on a bunch of links and going through and reading about your business. They're trusting that AI is going to provide them with the absolute solution to the problem that they're seeking to solve. And the businesses that understand this now will own the compounding advantage over those who wait. Okay. It is more of a recommendation engine than anything that's out there. Reviews. I've been talking about this for months, right? I've been in the review game for 10 years now, but I've been talking about this for the last 18 months. Okay. Reviews are no longer just social proof. They are not optional for any business. Okay. What they are is they're actually AI training data. I work with a lot of AI SEO companies. I work with a lot of folks that are trying to get large clients to rank and to show up. One of the biggest things that we talk about in these conversations or in the services that are being provided is that reviews are a cornerstone of AI training data. Okay. Every review, every response to those online Google reviews, the keywords that are used inside of the reviews about that business that maybe match the Google business profile keywords, every trust signal that is created, it is all teaching AI about who you are, what you do, and whether you deserve to be recommended. Okay. That is a fundamental shift and difference in the overall importance of what reviews can now do for a local business owner. Okay. Give me a yes or a no in the chat. Yes, if you understand how important online reviews are for a local business or for your agency, for any client of yours today, going into the spring of 2026 more than ever. And then give me a no if you don't see the value that a review brings. Okay. I got some people answering questions. I'll get to the questions here at the end. We'll keep us on path. I got it. I got a bunch of yeses coming in. Okay. That's great. The key point here is that reviews are no longer optional. They're no longer an add-on service. They are a mandatory required service for local business owners based on the way that AI provides its recommendations. That review with the keyword with the activity and the fact that it's giving a trust signal is huge and is more important today than it has ever been for the selection of a local business over any of their competitors. All right. So everybody's giving me yeses in here. I've got a couple capital all yeses as well. Let's show that real quick, right? You guys are seeing this. You're getting it. It makes sense, which is great. I want you guys to all see this as we get in. Okay. So that is a fundamental shift. This is why when everything I talk about over the last several months all boils down to Reviewly. Yes, it's my platform. Yes, we've built it. It's my baby. Okay. All that great stuff. But now some of you are waking up to the importance of reviews as we get this going. Here's a key shift that I want you to understand, and I want to make this clear to every single person on this training. Okay. When you control the reviews, you can control the outcome of who's being selected. We're going to talk about reputation engineering. Okay. A little bit different than just review management. All right. This is about creating the right signals, the language, the trust, and the activity that shape the overall outcome of AI and what AI can do to then present your client, that business owner, to others as the number one recommendation. When you control those pieces, you control more of the decision-making process. Okay. That's the key. Now, let's talk about where the battle's won or lost. Okay. Trust is what we're looking for. Trust from the consumer, trust at the AI level for it to recommend that business at the time that you're looking to solve a problem. Okay. And it is won or lost at the location level of the business. This is also how I tie it into our software. Everything starts and is built around the location level. One business, one location, and you get one first impression. Okay. This is the foundation of my entire system, and where we have made some of the most important upgrades to our platform over the last 6 months, and most importantly, over the last quarter as we get in. Now, a lot of times, what you're going to see at a location level and with small business owners is that some folks will actually go out and they'll leave you a 5-star review. Okay. We call those the sleeper, the silent reviews. Okay. Great. You got a 5-star from Jeremy. Cool. Right. You got star ratings, but there's no comment on those reviews. Here's the problem with that. A lot of customers will leave the star rating, but not say anything, right? It's kind of a wasted signal. Yes, it helps the overall rating. Yes, it helps a little bit of the overall ranking, right? But it kind of gets wasted. So what we found was we need to solve the problem of how do we take somebody that actually left us a 5-star review. And I had this happen to us. I had this happen to several of my clients. We're like, all right, great. It helps the rating, but like there's no real activity. And then how do you respond to just a 5-star review that no one said anything? So here's what we did. We wanted to make it simple. Now, every one of those silent customers, we can actually help the system train for trust and visibility with the Google Business Profile. Because what you're going to see here in just a few moments is when you actually help the business owner respond, whether it be through Reviewly, you're manually going in there, they're doing it on their own, on their phone. We actually have keyword-rich responses that will respond to that silent review with context, with content, with keywords that are relevant to that Google Business Profile, helping make that signal happen. Because without any context from the consumer, you're missing out on a signal. How do we do that? We've built a powerful AI engine that runs behind the systems. This is advanced AI. Okay. This is not just generic automation or thanks for your review, anything like that. It is actually not automatic as well. While we could do all that, we don't. We want smarter responses. We want strategic messaging, and you want real outcomes. Okay. This is where we start to make the software feel intelligent to our users, not just a robotic bot to bot type system, which is what you usually see in the marketplace. What we've done is we've combined AI speed with human control, right? Some owners want automation, but we don't want them to have full automation. They need to understand what's happening in their business. They want to stay in the loop of what's going on. And AI will help them with that because it will give them the draft. It will give you the draft if you want to help manage it. So as a business owner, the business owner gets to keep the voice. They get the speed, but it's the control is not being taken out of their hands. I've seen platforms that promise automated reviews even at 2 a.m. or review responses. No one believes that you're up at 2 a.m. 3 minutes after a review post responding. They know it's fake and it doesn't feel real. We set this up so that SEO is now built into every review response. You can actually, inside of the account, add SEO keywords for the AI responses. One of the biggest things that you can do is make sure that the Google business profile of your client is correct and then put in the proper keywords that will help sprinkle and pepper in the responses that will help build visibility. Because here's what happened. The review responses, quite often, even with business owners that I still do demos with and interview today as a demo of our software, most of them, if they say I did respond, I would say maybe a quarter to 20%, a fifth of them actually actively respond, which means that they actually have a thought out well response. A lot of them will just say, oh yeah, I respond. They go, thank you. Well, thank you is not a response. It's not training AI. It's not getting you a trust signal. These review responses often miss the chance to strengthen that local visibility and help AI understand what this business is about, who they serve, what they do, and where they actually provide a service. Now, because SEO is built into every Google business profile reply, every response is now enriched with the service type, city, and category keywords that you can put into the platform, and it will sprinkle them in automatically. The same response that used to just be a quick little thanks or thanks for your 5-star review now can help those business owners be found because you can actually go in there and know the exact services that HVAC company, that dental practice, that automotive shop, that moving company that works only in the local area or works nationally serves. You can put those in to the system and get SEO based responses that will populate those keywords into the Google business profile. In addition to that, one thing I found that was lacking of our one-of-a-kind system was some personalized responses. And what do I mean by that? Well, in our system, we will actually, as you all know, if you're already an agency of ours, we actually will text the business owner the review and offer an AI-assisted response. Well, what if the owner wants to just write their own response while they're on the go without ever having to log into the software? They can now use the keyword-based responses to reinforce the business, or they can go beyond the AI thank you. They have the ability to reply with their own personal message, confirm it, and then post it right to Google from their mobile phone while they're on the go. This opens up a wow moment for the business owners when you're demoing the software, when you're talking with them, when you're walking them through the process of how you can help them get found, get more reviews, get more clicks, calls, and then cash in their pocket from there. This is a huge feature upgrade that allows them to personalize their responses. Yes, they can just tap in Y and yes and have the one-of-a-kind industry only and first SMS responses, or they can personalize it for themselves. In addition to that, what I found over the last 18 months or so, this is actually more like in the last 12 months, is we want to go from guessing to proof. And what do I mean by that? Is the system working? Are they getting the responses? What are the customers actually saying? What is the sentiment of what that's happening inside of the location level? So we've actually built a bridge and a connection with our review snapshot platform. It's part of our review suite that's external to Reviewly.ai. And what we want to do is we want to give visible progress to the business owner. Okay. A lot of owners and agencies struggle to show clear, tangible proof of improvement. Now, yes, you can see your rating climb. Yes, you can see the number of reviews coming in. But how can you affect the inner working of a business? Well, you can provide them now with a direct in-dashboard connection to the review snapshot, right? Instead of telling them things that are improving, you can show it to them right there in the dashboard from that connection of the review snapshot. Now, let's talk a little bit about getting results. As you guys all know, I've lived outside of the country for a couple of years. I'm back in the US now, and we have clients in several dozen countries outside the US. And now I'm not talking about your UK, Canada, Australia, typical countries that we tend to work with, right? What I found is there are European countries, there are countries on the continent of Africa, you've got countries in Asia, you've got India, that for some reason, or even Mexico, for some way or another, we are unable to do two-way SMS messaging back and forth. And to get a WhatsApp connection created is also kind of difficult if the business owner already doesn't have it. So here's what we created. Okay, I'm going to show you an example of this in just a little bit. A lot of us have difficulty servicing clients outside the US if we're just using a Twilio account. Okay, a lot of us have struggles when somebody reaches out like, hey, we want to use your service, but it doesn't work in our country. What we've done is we've actually created a one-way link for SMS, WhatsApp, or for outside of those channels as well for review collection without geographical limits. Reviewly now works in 100 plus countries. Okay, we are now beyond the limits. So Michael said he's been waiting for this since for Mexico. Yes, Michael, I was actually just there. I think it was 2 weeks ago this weekend. So Reviewly can now help build trust outside of the US. Yes, we're a US-based company. Majority of our business is here, but globally, we're missing the mark. So if you serve customers overseas, you can now reach them too. And we also understand that if you are outside of the US, while most folks speak more than one language, English is not necessarily the primary, right? And I think it's disrespectful to speak a language that is not the primary if I'm operating a business in that primary country. So if I'm in Italy, I should be able to speak Italian, okay, to my clients. So here's what we've built in. Our AI and our system now has language detection, okay? If a customer speaks to the AI, right, you can adjust the initial messaging and get everything going forward in any language, right? Because you can adjust that. However, whatever language the customer responds back to, we adapt to the customer, not the other way around. Okay. So we have over a dozen languages that are already integrated in our system. We have customers in all of these countries. We've actually run accounts in all of these different languages in countries outside the US, and other ones are available upon request. By solving the language barrier and being able to speak in the native language, whether it be by pulling in the Google review and translating it, or it be with the AI will translate and switch to that language automatically and continue the conversation in that language. Okay. It makes it easy. There's no manual configuration. The advanced AI is already smart enough to know it, detect it, and respond from there. We've tested this in over a dozen countries and it's working great right now. In addition to that, you all know that we are known for our Google review plates, our Google review cards, and our stickers. Okay. We have a closed loop system. What does that mean? It means that the device that you have, you can't just go out and buy some cheap stuff off of Alibaba or something like that and then try to connect it with a third party NFC tool and the link doesn't go anywhere, doesn't track. This gives you complete control over every device. You purchase it, you control it, you can lease it, you can sell it to your customer, whatever you want to do. Well, we did a lot of prospecting with these. And, I was gone 2 weeks ago on a trip down to Cabo. So I brought some devices with me and I sold all of them while I was there. I configured them right there on the spot. So we used to have a disconnected, clunky setup, right? You have to scan and go through. Well, now you literally can just turn on the computer camera and just take a picture right from your laptop or right from your mobile phone, log into our account. It will connect it. You can name the device and connect to that business right there. If you want to integrate and not go direct to the Google business profile and you want to have a feedback assistant that goes through the feedback loop, which I'll show you here in a minute, you can turn and toggle that on now as well. Everything is all in one place. So that web channel redirection also lives in the devices because we talked about expanding to different countries. We also had to think globally with our devices as well. So you not only can go straight to the Google business profile, but you can also use the web chat redirect from there. Does this work? Do our devices work? Yes. This is a 12% review growth for a kids gym in California in the first quote unquote month, because today is actually the first month that they're using it. And today's the last day of that month. Today's the 31st. Okay. I actually set them up just over 4 weeks ago. I handled the devices and they actually were running a review sprint as part of an internal competition with the other franchises. So I set this up and I used this quick and simple little setup process that you see. They went from, you guys probably can't see this, but they went from 210 to 238 reviews in the first 2 to 3 weeks of using this in their review sprint window. As you can see, they just put this directly right there on their counter. And this has a pretty closed number of customers because it's a kids gym, right? They've got a little bit of churn, but it's pretty stable. And there were people that were just missing this and they were unable to do this. Okay. So we actually set up, gave them a plate. And then you can see that on the left-hand side, they just put that plate right there in the business and set this up. It was quick. It was clean. It was easy for me to do. And they saw about 28 reviews or a 12% growth in the first month. And that month ends today. So we'll just say they average, 10 to 12% at least 12% in the first 31 days in the system. So it works from there. Now, one of the other things that you can do is if you have a client that is outside the US, or maybe they also want to add this to all of their invoices, or they want to add a QR code to not have the physical devices show up, but they want to, in somewhere like, we'll call it, India, where I've actually done this, where to ship them devices and the VAT and the tax and all that stuff is like super high. We just create a QR code that opens up a web channel or goes direct to the Google review. You can track all of that with a universal QR code and link as well inside of the dashboard. We want to make this really easy for our users from there. This is what our feedback assistant looks like. Okay. Anytime that you turn on the feedback assistant, whether it be through one-way SMS on that link for the QR code that I showed you, or you activate it for the device versus going straight to the Google business profile, you can control what happens. Okay. You can redirect any device or any QR code to a web channel chat. Instead of going back and forth with SMS, it is on a web browser on a secure connection for them. And it asks about the experience, similar to what it would do with SMS. Now, as you can see here, when I responded in the demo yesterday, I just said the service was awesome. It's asking for a 1 to 5. The AI already knows that this is a positive sentiment response, and it starts moving me down the path for my AI assisted review draft, which has been in our system from the beginning. So now we help convert that engagement in multiple different ways across multiple channels, where that static review flow is now optimized for any channel. It can be customized based on the business, because each business operates a little bit differently from there. And that feedback assistant works globally because it's not on SMS, it is on a web chat. Now, we also want to help the rest of the stack of that business work as well. So, what do I mean by that? I want to make sure that we integrated with all of the major platforms and our clients' platforms as well, whether it be QuickBooks, HubSpot, High Level, Jobber, Stripe, Zapier, Square's coming soon as well. Zapier obviously opens up the window greatly for everyone, where you can actually automate the workflow, and these tools will talk to each other in a very streamlined, easy manner that you can set the trigger to ask the initial feedback from there. What I've shown you so far is what I like to call reputation control. You're engineering the responses and the traffic to that Google business profile. Somebody said no more Twilio, woohoo, right? Roy says that's cool. Okay, do me a favor. Okay, I got some nices. Give me a control in the chat if this is clicking for you right now. Let me know that this makes sense, that you're able to have control and engineering the AI results and the conversation for your clients. Okay, I got 1,000% from Michael, not control, but he says 1,000%. Because when you control the reputation and the brand and how this is working, you control how the AI sees, understands, and recommends the business. If you guys get that, give me a control in the chat. You can see that the comments are starting to come in. We can start to see it as we come in from there. Actually, let me just make this a little bit bigger, see if that works. Yep. So there we go. A bunch of controls coming in the chat for each and every one of you. All right. Now, let's go one step further with controlling the reputation of a brand, because this is about growth. Okay. When we come to growth, this is about controlling your client's reputation with AI. This is one of our clients that's been with us for a significant amount of time. You see the number of feedback requests and responses. The response rate to the review rate that he has is about, I think it was like 17% is what it was. Okay. He uses this every single day, 5 to 20 clients a day. He's gone from about 400 reviews to over 12. He's gained to over 1,000 reviews in the last year with this platform, because he does it consistently, because he has control over his reputation. 5 stars over the last year, because he knows how to use and automate the system and has actually removed himself from the process and has gotten great results. Now, when you have one location, it's easy to control. Okay. But we actually started receiving calls about a year ago from several multi-location businesses. Okay. And when you start working with business owners, you're going to find out that the business owner that you have maybe owns different businesses or controls 5 of the same business type. So we're going to help you scale from one to many cleanly, because it is a completely different game. And this is actually where a lot of agencies break down and they kind of get lost, or they feel hurt, because when you're trying to get into multi-location businesses, that's a larger payday, right? You could be charging $1,000+ a month. The one that I just brought on last week is $1,200 a month as a client for their locations. Okay. That can make a huge difference for a lot of people. We had to build a system specifically around what they needed. Now, almost a year ago, a client that we have on board that has 100 locations in multiple verticals, not just one, talking apartments to restaurants to some other offices, They're completely disjointed from each other, but they control all 100. They wanted to be able to use our system to manage and control multiple locations. So what do we build them? We built them an all-in-one dashboard, a snapshot that gives them the full picture instantly. One screen, total visibility without having to log in and dig into each one. Now, these multi-location businesses tend to get buried, they get confused, but if we give them all one dashboard, as you can see, they can send feedback from each of these dashboards, and they can get results for each and every one of their locations and see all of the metrics, who's the winners, who's the losers, who's stagnant, right? By state, by country, by location, by grouping. We can give them instant clarity, and they love it because we also provide them control without chaos. They'll have access as a super admin. This is basically your top level God's eye view, but maybe they want to have a manager in there. So they give their manager, their general manager, admin level access, or users are staff level permissions. They have the ability to get the right people, the right access. So no one's clogging up the system and everything stays clean. We also found, and specifically last week when I was helping to onboard this 18 location client in the home services industry, we wanted to be able to build it once and repeat it down the line for every one of their locations. So now they can configure one of their locations, clone all the settings, and deploy it and scale it everywhere. This saved hours of work for myself and my team or for the client, which lowers the time to first win so that they actually see results quicker, right? The first thing you want to do is you want to give them fast results. Well, this allows us to do it quickly. And we've already proven that this scales. This is an injury attorney, primarily in California. And they had 10 locations. And since they've worked and joined with our system, they've scaled to 18, right? We are not the sole factor on why they scaled, right? They've spread to many regions. And by having a proven system that easily grows and compounds, they basically are just plugging in each location with us as they grow. What does that mean for you as an agency? Is when you put a client in and you can manage and group multiple locations and give them access to something like a snapshot where they can see what it looks like for all of their locations, you can affect and control not only their reputation, but the rate at which they can grow and scale inside of the system, which means higher payments, higher monthly recurring revenue to you. How many of you know a franchise or a business that has more than one location? This allows you to help not just give them several different logins and good luck, overall God's eye view visibility. And this is one of the reasons why recurring income can truly become a reality for each and every one of you. Okay. I'm going to show you at the agency level where it stops doing the work and helps you start to build recurring leverage. Okay. If you want to control leverage, put control in the chat for me. Okay. I'm going to show you how you can go from owning a service to basically owning a platform that makes a true difference for each and every one of the business owners that you serve. Okay. Because we're going to talk about your software. You're going to brand it as your own and put underneath your brand. With our white label customization, this came out a couple months ago. You look like you own the platform. It feels like your software, not unless you're clunking and putting somebody into somebody else's tool. This is what truly makes a difference. The landing page, the login page, the header, everything, you can adjust those settings. In addition to that, when you're creating your locations, if you find something that works great for a specific industry or for one of your clients, you actually have your own command center managing all your clients from one single view, but you now have the ability to duplicate and clone settings from any location as well. You can operate like a real platform, not like a copy paste spreadsheet. Everything allows you to quickly grow and scale and onboard your clients in the system. You can also scale your team without losing control. I just brought on a new EA, MA last week. So we start him at a user staff level access. He gets scope tasks only. Then, just like in my business, you're going to do for your own admins, your own staff, you can then move them up the ladder with roles and permissions based on the level of access that you safely want to provide them from there. Want to make it clean, quick, and simple based on their role. They get to stay in their lane. This will allow you to launch faster because with our clone settings, you can take that winning client setup that works for the home service industry like roofing or the physical therapist practice or the restaurant slash bar owner or the cafe cheese shop. Each one of them probably has a slightly different setup. Well, when you go to create a new location, you can quickly configure it, clone it, and deploy it and have consistency at speed. Okay. When you've got that winning setup, you do not need to go through and work with the individual. You just onboard them and make sure that they're good to go. In addition to that, you saw there is a plethora of new AI capabilities inside of this dashboard, right? You're going to have the ability to activate that today. But when you activate that, you also have the ability to turn those features into higher monthly recurring revenue for yourself. I'm giving you, as part of this upgrade package that you'll see today, the ability to offer add-ons as upsells. Advanced AI, you can turn that on for an additional price, or you can bundle it in. The review snapshot, if you have that software, if you want to link to that software, you can turn that on for an additional fee. This gives you revenue control, right? You're creating expansion revenue without needing any more clients. If you go to our website, what you'll see is we have a base level and an advanced AI level right now. And we're testing that. Okay. And we're going to be adjusting that all through Q2. You should do the same. I give you the easiest foot in the door method possible with the yes method. But what do you do when you upgrade them to the monthly recurring revenue? What do you do to get them a little bit more money into your pocket to make sure you actually give the value? Okay. When you talk about AI and how it affects their business, yeah, you should have the advanced AI detection because this is what the AI is going to do, right? AI is the future. It is here now, and it is affecting local businesses. You now have the ability to profit off of that by charging more for the additional features that you could potentially get access to today. In addition to that, as an agency, you want to be able to deploy those devices fast. Okay. We talked about the location level, multi-location, you can manage all of these. There's a lot of steps. I used to talk about the mini mall method where you can go into a mini mall and go in there, log in, move it, right? We made it even faster where you can actually log in and snap a picture of the QR code and make it happen. You have complete control over that device. You can also turn on the web channel as well. All of this allows you to scale without friction. Okay. We have integration built specifically for you as a white label agency with better automations, better scalability, seamless integrations for the back ends with those additional channels. And you can always keep that front end promise, right? Reviewly at its core is the best AI Google review software that's out there. Okay. The additional infrastructure will now allow you to scale as you get out there. In addition to that, I like to call this my 3 and it's free program. Okay. Put a 3 in the chat if you know 3 agencies that may not have or do not have Reviewly that you could potentially refer to Reviewly. Okay. We now have an affiliate program. It's on the top right corner. It says refer and earn. Okay. You can, if you refer 3 clients, it's a 30% recurring commission monthly. You can create an additional income stream for yourself as an agency from there. And if you get 3 people, it basically pays for itself from there. It's built in. So if you know any agencies, you guys can easily just link. A lot of people are like, oh, what do you use? Well, now you can make money off of telling people how you're building your business. Okay. But there's one more thing that I want to give you today. I know by being in this space the last 10 years as a reputation agency, as 18, 19 years as a marketer, being in the space that there is one thing when it comes to starting an agency that is the absolute biggest hurdle, especially in the last 2 years with Twilio and A2P and Stripe and everything else, that causes people to give up, to get disgruntled, and it just hurts my soul. Okay. So I asked the question of my team a couple months ago: what if we could build and help scale a powerful agency? I need to be on the screen for this, without the technical headaches. Okay. And we had to imagine a platform where the interface with those applications are handled for you, allowing you really want to focus on not the tech, but the clients and the strategy from there. So this is our one more thing for spring 2026. This is the biggest announcement other than the AI, the advanced AI that's woven throughout this system. If you activate your tech agency, okay, you can now get started and use our system with zero technical abilities. Okay. I know that was the biggest hurdle for most of us getting started. Put 0 in the chat right now. This was one of your hurdles, and I can put it in for mine as well from 15 years ago. Okay. You do not need to get your own Twilio account to make this work. We have an alternative to Stripe, which I'll talk about here in a second. And we've removed all of the complexity. Now, I know most of you, a lot of you on here have gone through this. You're not going to need this. Okay. But if you're watching this, if you've been through this with me for the last several months, several years, and you've had issues with Twilio, if you've had issues with Jeff, can we just use yours or whatever it is? And we're like, no, we can't. Okay. Most agencies don't fail because they don't have the skill level or the skill set. They fail because they drown in complexity. And that just hurts my soul as a marketer, okay, as an instructor pilot, okay? So we built something better for all of you that have struggled. I'll put myself in here. So we built something better for all of you that have struggled with getting your agency started. And I'm not going to talk about any other platforms or anything out there. We're talking about ours. We're going to relate to ours, okay? Twilio, getting your account set up, creating your brand, getting your A2P certified for your business, even though you're a sole proprietor and you don't necessarily have a business yet, or you're outside of the US, or you're outside of the ability for you to get a Stripe account to do billing. Yes, you could already do some billing and stuff. You can take checks and make our system work, but those were huge hurdles for a lot of agencies. Problem solved. Reviewly's Zero Tech Agency Elite Plan is going to be live for each and every one of you as of today. We're launching Q2 a day early for all of this for each and every one of you. Okay. Here's what we're doing. We are still using Twilio. Okay. You will just use it inside of our pre-done Zero Tech Agency account. We've removed the biggest technical roadblocks standing between agencies and your momentum from there. Okay. A lot of agencies stall. They get the Twilio approvals. They don't even email you whether you've been approved or failed. People ask like, oh, when am my approval going to happen? Well, did you log in to check? Because Twilio doesn't care, right? Stripe setup. Now we have it simple where you just put in keys, but a lot of folks are technically challenged. They have not seen that. So we've actually removed that, or the stacks are broken. So this framework requires none of it from there. So you have a faster start, fewer roadblocks, and this will allow us to help more people. The Reviewly Zero Tech Agency was built for brand new agencies looking to get started. We are trying to help every single person that knows they want to be an agency, that doesn't want to go to any other platform that requires A2P for every single one of their clients and their setups, or even with us going through your brand and your A2P setup, because that's required to use Twilio with our two-way SMS, right? It's a requirement. It's just a thing of the nature of the beast and the industry. But we've solved that with our zero tech agency inside of Reviewly. So you no longer need Twilio or Stripe to get up and running from there. In addition to that, how many of you have PayPal? Okay. I pay staff around the world with PayPal. So I know it's a global payment system. Now, this doesn't, it works with the zero tech agency. Obviously, there is a little tech involved in this. But if you don't use Stripe, you can use our PayPal integration, because I know a lot of folks have struggles setting up Stripe. Okay. So you have more flexibility with your payment systems, less friction from there. Now, there's a little barrier to set up because you got to set up PayPal if you do this. Okay. But a lot of people are comfortable with PayPal, and we already have the steps inside the software of the zero tech agency. Okay. This is built in for those of you that are in the zero tech agency. The PayPal integration, this helps remove a lot of those payment integrations for setting up. That less friction. And a lot of business owners are content and happy. They understand what PayPal is as well. You can send invoices and activate this very cleanly and simple from there. Chuck needs a link. Ben, if you can find out how to send that to Chuck as we get in. Chuck will send it to you on the replay as well. Okay. The future of AI is happening right now. Okay. Most people still don't see it. Okay. There's two types of businesses that you're going to work with here. Business A, same service, same market, same pricing. Okay. Same as business B, same service, same market, same pricing. Okay. Business number A, or business A, not business number one, business letter A, weak signals. They're not generating reviews. They don't have SEO in their reviews. They're not responding to customers. They have no AI visibility. Because of that, guess what? They don't get chosen. Business B, strong trust signals, AI optimized, keywords are in their reviews, in their review responses. Who do you think gets chosen? A or B? And Ben, I don't know if you can privately chat with Chuck and James. I'd appreciate that. It's on the right-hand side. Send them the link. Okay. The difference is not because they're running traffic. It's not because they have a better website. It's how AI sees them. That is huge for each and every one of you. So what does this actually mean for you? Okay. None of this is theory. These are not just features in the software. This is execution of solving a problem of getting your foot in the door, getting your agency up and running, get in the door of that business to prove that you can do what you can actually say you can do, and get results and build monthly recurring revenue. Okay. Everything that I showed you only matters if you use it. So I want to make this practical and I want to get your results. I'm going to blow your mind with this package. Okay. You're probably already on one of two paths. This is going to be your decision. Okay. You're either going to take control. Now, a lot of you put control in the chat early on. Okay. This is about reputation control. You know that I've been doing this for years. This isn't a flash in the pan, quick hypey thing. I've been talking about and leading to this for years. AI just came in and patted me on the back and said, great job. By the way, what you're doing is one of the major signals of how we affect how we select local businesses, right? I thought that was going to happen, but I can't tell you I had a crystal ball or anything. Okay. You're going to build the visibility. You're going to ensure there are trust signals for your clients, and the system that makes your business or your client's business be chosen by AI. That is path A. Ben, on the right, there's private chats too, I think. But I think he's emailing everybody. Okay. Path B is stay put. Ben, you can drop the link too in the chat. You can wait and hope visibility improves on its own. Okay. You watch the competitors optimize, and then you have to go play catch up from there. I highly recommend you join us today and get chosen by AI and get on path A. Because I'm going to introduce you to the AI reputation control system. Okay. For many of you, it's powered by the Reviewly Zero Tech Agency Elite Plan. If you're brand new, other of you are just going to upgrade your current. Okay. From there, I'm going to walk you through that here in just a second. Okay. This is not a tool. This is a full AI system. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show you guys all the slides and put myself down in the way. Okay. I'm going to hide myself from here. So you're going to get the upgraded AI review engine to generate, respond, and optimize reviews at scale with the advanced AI technology that is built into this platform. You're going to be able to tie into our visibility system, build the trust signals and keyword presence that AI needs to recommend your clients from there. I'll get to the path of the upgrade here in a second, Eileen. Multi-location scaling. Okay. You'll be able to manage and grow across multiple locations without all that chaos of, well, how do I bundle? How do I group them? They're going to have an all-in-one snapshot. I've been using this for months. I onboarded an 18 location client last week. We have upwards of 100 plus location clients in this platform. It works flawlessly. We've increased the monetization model inside of your agency. You now have upsells built in with this advanced AI. If you take a part of this package today and you want to control the reputation, or if you are brand new, not in our system, never had a client, ran into tech hurdles, you can use our zero tech setup. It's a new account and you start from scratch without the technology. You just get in and get running from there. Now, if you're a current user, put upgrade in the chat for me. Okay. I want to see if you're a current user. Give me upgrade, because here's what you're going to do. If you're already inside the system, this is going to be your upgrade moment. Okay. This is not high level, John. This is my platform. This is Reviewly.ai. It's its own standalone. We do integrate with high level if you want to send contacts back and forth, but that is the only thing we do from there. So you guys can see that we've got probably a dozen upgrades already in here. So you guys are going to be in for a treat. Okay. You're going to upgrade once, one-time payment, unlock everything, not lock, unlock everything that was just released. No resets, no future guessing from there. That means you are an active user of Reviewly.ai as an agency. Okay. It is $3.99 one time for all of you that want to go in and upgrade. Okay. Ben, drop the link in the chat. It's going to be Reviewly.ai/control. I will do it as well. And we'll put this into the chat for each and every one of you. Okay. You will also be able to stay on whatever current plan you're on. If you were in the yes method, if you join me from day one, your billing is a one-time upgrade fee. And that is it. Okay. Pay once, keep everything. No recurring price increases from there. If you're not sure, Henrietta, you're probably not in the system, so stand by. If you need a split pay, email my support staff. They have a link for that, but that is only for you if you are a current user. And like I said, you are locked into your current monthly pricing. You're just going to unlock this upgrade from here. Okay. Quick, clean, simple. Now, if you're a new user, put new in the chat for me, please. Okay. Because we're going to get you started today. This is going to be your entry point into the full system, full access, full support, everything you need to start building correctly from day one. We got Mike, we got Gary, a couple other people. So if you're new, okay, a lot of people new. First of all, welcome. All right. Look at all the folks that are new in here. That's great. I'm really excited for you guys because I can affect you more than even our current users, because you don't know what you don't know inside of the system. And I'm going to make, look at all these folks, all these new folks coming in. Okay. Here's the deal. If you want to do the zero tech agency, okay, that means you don't want to have your own Twilio. You don't want to go through the headache of having Stripe connected. Maybe you want to use PayPal. It's $3.99 today. And then after 14 days, it's just $99 a month from there. It includes the system, the AI framing, and the foundation. Okay. But that's not all. Okay. A lot of people are typing in new. We got a lot of new folks joining us today. Okay. Here's what this replaces as a new agency. Okay. This is not a snapshot. This is not built on any bells system. This is your own. This is your own white label platform. You can use it as CRM. The AI tools are built in, the SMS platform, all that stuff you can remove. It could cost you hundreds a month, maybe $1,000 a month or more, right? This is not just a $399 decision. This is replacing thousands of dollars a month in software. We got a ton of new people. Okay. Now, for all of you that put in new in the chat, I don't know if I can go scroll higher, but there's a ton of you that did that. Okay. This is for you today if you want clients and recurring revenue. Okay. If you want to stay ahead of AI. All right. If you want to stay ahead of AI, go to Reviewly.ai/control. And Eileen, the split pay option, you got to email my support staff. Actually, Ben, could you just put it in the chat and maybe Eileen can click on that? Okay. And then you want to take action when the opportunity is clear. I'm going to make this so crystal clear in the next 10 minutes that you do not want to miss out on this, that you're going to stick around and not only going to be new to working with us, you're going to be new to your first sale. Okay. Now, this is not for you if you're going to wait, see what happens. If you're looking for a reason not to move, I removed it with the Zero Tech Agency. Okay. Or you don't take action. Okay. Eileen, the multi-pay link is in there. And then for anybody that's looking to join, I'm going to go ahead and put in here. It's the link is Reviewly.ai/control. Okay. That's what you're going to do to join us right now. And that's going to get you to the page. It's going to walk you through everything. Okay. Here's what you already know. If this makes sense to you, if you're still on this training, on this call, and you're sitting here thinking, yeah, I need this, don't overthink it. Okay. Get in and get the help you need to get your first sale. Anybody in the school community, Kevin, I think I meet with him on Monday. He's on this chat. Okay. There's probably several dozen of you that I've met one-on-one with or have gotten to interact with me on a live call or in the school community. Let me go myself to full screen here. Okay. Number one, I do this every single day in my business. So you're learning and getting the access to the exact same tools that I'm selling to these multi-location businesses. Okay. You will get your foot in the door quickly and easily with proven methods that aren't theory, that weren't just drawn up to sell you something. It's what we are using. We are sending 100,000 cold emails a month right now, somewhere between 75 and 100,000 to be exact. Okay. We're going to talk about that as well. We do presentations to chambers. We do presentations on Zooms. You can go in, you can see all the previous work, the body of work that I've done in the reputation space. So if you typed in new and you're unsure if you should trust me or trust yourself as an agency where you're going, join, get in the school community, and you've got people in there waiting for you. Okay. We will make sure that you get your first sale. And that's why the one more thing, the tech agency was created for you. The Zero Tech Agency Elite, for those of you that want to get started, but don't want to run into those hurdles of setting up your Twilio, setting up your Stripe account. You just want to sell. You just want to fulfill. You just want to make money, right? We all are there. Okay. I remember logging into WordPress in 2010 and looking at the back office and going, I don't know what to do. Like, I'm lost. I envision a lot of you logging into software, even like mine. We make it as simple as possible. Okay. I know what it's like to be in there for the first time. I'm going to get you past that hurdle. All right. So that's the real talk. Let's get back into it. Okay. Don't overthink it. Get in. You're going to have everything you need to get going. Okay. And I know both the links work. I've got orders coming in, so I know that you guys are joining. Okay. This is not a cost. This is a leverage. Okay. This is not about what expenses are you adding? What's the upfront fee? This is about having leverage so you can move fast, have control, and how far ahead of the competition can you get before they realize that you have a mile head start from there. That's going to be the key. Okay. In addition to that, you'll be offered after you join the option to grab access to my review snapshot. It's an optional upgrade. Many of you, if you're already in the software, already have it. There's an annual and a monthly fee. to it. You show the progress instantly. It directly integrates with Reviewly, easier fulfillment, easier sales. I show you everything you need with that. You can unlock it as an upsell, and it makes everything easier for you. Now, I wouldn't be a marketer. I wouldn't be me if I didn't offer you something that was above and beyond the value of what you purchased when you join with this upgrade. Okay. Because I know that software alone isn't enough. It's about having the structure, the infrastructure, the training, the right tools and supplies. Okay. Knowing where to dig to go find the gold, what to say. So, my team and I put together a bonus package that I'm going to start to release next week for you. Okay. This bonus package alone is worth more than the upgrade fee. Okay. When I drop this bonus package, you're going to see that in addition to you unlocking all of those advanced AI features, the multi-location management, the ability to be worldwide in over a dozen languages with all of these advanced control features. When you click on the link and go through at Reviewly.ai/control. And Ben, can you put that link back in there so I can throw it up on the screen? I'd appreciate that. Kevin says Jeff is the real deal. Yeah. Well, I know Kevin says that because Kevin and I are meeting last week and we met before. Okay. Or we're meeting next week. Okay. So I want you to understand that I'm not only building this for myself, but I'm building it for you. Okay. You make money. I make money because you guys stick in from here. How do you get access to the system? Thank you, Ben. You go to Reviewly.ai/control. It's going to go to a page that walks you through it. Now, let's talk about what else. And Eileen and everybody that has questions, I will get to your questions here in a little bit to the end. I want to go through what the bonus is. Okay. Because this is what's going to make, for some of you, the life or death difference. Okay. I want to give you the confidence to get started when you go to Reviewly.ai/control. Matt asked a great question. Do you include a Reviewly agency? Sorry, Eileen, I said I'm not doing questions and I popped this up. I'll get to yours. Matt, look at the middle part of this slide. Okay. You're going to get the Super Spring Bonus Pack. Live training plus done with you assets. Very big distinction there. Done with you, not for you assets. I can go into Claude chat and create stuff and post it and give it to you and walk away and never be good. Okay. Here's what you're going to get. We are going to do this next week because number one, my son's on spring break and I hate the fact that he's sitting on an iPad right now and playing video games and I'm not interacting with him. So I'm taking him on a trip Thursday, Friday, Saturday of this week. Okay. Otherwise, plus this offer is going to be open through the weekend. Next week on Monday, I blocked an hour off already. That will be our first hour together. We are going to build your assets together as a team. Okay. What does that mean? So if you can join us or if you have a question, put it in the school group, right? I'm going to give you guided activation on how to actually use the software. I'm not going to dig in and show you and click all the buttons today because you don't need it, right? You understand what it does. Many of you already have it. Some of you guys were new. Okay. I want to make sure that you get exactly what you need. And Eileen said, as an existing member, do I have the review snapshot? If you already purchased it like 6 months ago or 9 months ago when we released it, yes. If you did not, no, Eileen. The Reviewly members, if you're current, this is a separate software. Okay. So I'm going to walk you through in a guided training. Now, Matthew asked, agency sales website. Yes, there actually is one already built for you in the back office under the phase 1 training at the very, very top of school. Here's what I'm going to do. Okay. I'm rebuilding my website for all of these new AI features. I'm going to be doing press. Like you guys saw, I was featured in a magazine like 2 weeks ago or so. I look better than I look now. Thanks to AI. That website works in the back office, but there's new features. There's new angles to be had. There's a discussion of how AI and Google reviews help that business get recommended. So here's what we're going to do. You can have that website. It's already in the back office. Use it, get it up, running. Okay. Next week, when I start the live training series, we're not going to do anything before Easter. That's the other reason too. I know some people are traveling and it's a religious holiday for a lot of folks. Okay. Passover is coming up, Good Friday, all that good stuff. Okay. So we're going to hold off on training this week. We're going to close the doors on this and we're all going to jump in together with a done with you package. We will build over the shoulder with me. We'll do it live. We'll probably do it live on a live stream. Okay. But the only people that will get access to it are our agencies that are part of the program, because I'm just going to go behind a special locked school classroom vault just for the AI upgrade folks in the system. Okay. So you're going to get a brand new agency website. You have access to one. You have access to the 10 reviews in 10 days lander. They all work great. But now you have to evolve your business. I'm evolving my agency. I'm evolving my business. All my websites are being redone this quarter in Q2. So you should be considering that as well. Well, the best way to consider getting you to do it is for me to build it with you. In addition to that, how many of you would like to have new marketing flyers, leave behinds, social posts, the direct messaging, and the cold emails that you can use for outreach with this? Maybe it's talking to a chamber, right? How would you like me to build those with you? Give me a control in the chat if you want control of your reputation, your client's reputation, but of the marketing assets, and you want input on each and every one of you, because that's what we're going to do with this. Okay. So what do you get with the bonus pack? The live training sessions where we'll build an agency sales website, marketing collateral. Okay. I will also be redoing my sales deck. So you have access to my 2025 fall 2025 sales deck. You'll get access to my summer 2026 sales deck if you upgrade. That alone is worth the price of the course. Okay. And in addition to this, Lucius said, I'm getting this after work. Okay. Awesome, Lucius. I will see you. Have fun at work. Log off and go get paid so you enjoy. All right. Here's another big thing, right? I'm going to actually go back to me being on the screen. How do you discuss this? How do you get in front of business owners? Everybody talks about Google reviews and all that stuff. And when I go to the chamber, the BBB, they're all like, oh, cool, Google reviews. Oh, yeah, we heard about it for 10 years now. You haven't. Okay. How reviews control the AI landscape in 2026. That is a type of conversation that we are going to have with business owners, with you taking control of the narrative. Now, I'm not trying to be, like, oh, we're going to control everything, right? It's not absolute power here, but you're going to control the conversation. So we're going to take how AI affects Google reviews, right, in 2026. And we're going to actually create a deck that you can present or turn into a white label video as well. That's probably worth a couple $100 to you. Okay. Now, would you guys agree, yes or no, that this bonus pack alone is probably worth the price of the upgrade? $399. If I built a website for you, trained you on the system, which I should be training you on the system, 2 sales decks and all the marketing collateral. Give me a yes or a no in the chat. I want to know, do you guys see the value? Michael says I'm in. Okay, well, I guess that's a yes. Michael, I see your payment as well. Okay. Give me a yes in the chat. So Kenneth, Tom, Bruno, Owen, Eileen, and Eileen, you just got billed for Reviewly as well. So if that wasn't a monthly charge at the same moment, sorry. Michael, you guys are in, right? Yeah. Okay. So I told you that we were going to walk through AI and reviews and everything you need to get started today, right? With all of this. But I wanted to make sure that there was no question that you're receiving the value. I know you guys don't doubt that the software does what it's going to do, but I wanted to make sure that you actually would implement it. So this pack is worth $399 at least for each and every one of you, because you guys are giving me yeses. Okay. Right. Cool. And the hell yeah, as we got in. Okay. Here's why. Speed wins. Okay. Yes, I would love to do it tomorrow, but It's Passover, April Fool's Day. Then I'm taking a small trip with my son. I'm trying to be a good dad. So I'm sure you guys don't mind for that. Plus, I want to give the opportunity for everybody to join. So Monday at 3 Eastern, 12 Pacific, I'll do the first training. And then on the replay page in school, you'll be able to put in any of your needs from there. And I'll make sure everybody has everything they need. Okay. Because we're going to build it for ourselves. It's about speed, not perfection. Okay. The ones who move fast wins. Okay. I'm going to remove any of the blank page. What do I do? What do I post? We're going to be doing it together. Okay. Every tool that you've seen me build, every tool that you've seen me release in the last 3 years, in some way, shape, or form, there was a road that led to Leadsley, to Reviewly, to Loud AF, to the review snapshot, right? But at the end of the day, what's the core? Reviewly.ai. Everything has a component or a piece that puts a user inside of my software at Reviewly.ai, because Google reviews are the cornerstone of what AI is looking at for trust signals for a local business. They're going to look at their website, look at other things, but they want to see real, recent, relevant reviews for that business. And that's going to be huge. I'm going to make sure that the only move left at the end of this is yours. Okay. You're going to have 3 options on the page. Current agencies, you're going to go to the left, you're going to upgrade. We got a bunch of you guys that have upgraded today. If you want the zero tech agency, go to the right. Okay. $3.99 today, $99 a month after 14 days. You will not need Twilio set up. You will not need to worry about Stripe. You get up to 10 locations. Okay. It's a little bit more. Actually, it's a lot more, because you're going to be on our technology and we need to have that covered from there, but we'll work with you. Okay. If you are new to us and you have never worked with us before, but you know that you have an agency, you've got clients already, I recommend that you go with the center one, the AI reputation control system. $3.99 today, $99 a month after 30 days. And then you get up to 50 locations. It's significantly more than the zero tech agency because of the burden that you are taking on versus us. Okay. There's risk and other things involved with the zero tech agency. That's why. So it's just a number of locations. If you could probably handle no more than 10 locations, get in the zero tech agency. If you've never done this before, if you've never been an agency before, you're starting out from zero, you're just seeing this video for the first time and you don't even know what Twilio is, just go with the zero tech agency. Eventually we can help you move. Okay. But if you know who you are and you've never been with us before and you have an agency, you've had a couple clients, you're tech savvy, you know what Twilio is, you know what A2P is, things like that, use the middle one and go with the AI reputation control system. If you're a current user, all you gotta do is upgrade, one-time fee, and you're good to go from there. Pretty clean, pretty simple. What'd you get with the bonus pack? Live training session, new agency sales website, marketing materials, DM and cold outreach, the 2026 sales deck, and the live event sales deck. You guys have all agreed that this is worth at least that $3.99 for the upgrade. Okay. Built, branded, and ready to deploy the first week of the new quarter next week, starting with the 6th of April. All right. Now, what else could you possibly need? Okay. I thought last night that everything is included. And then at 9:00 last night, I came back down and I sat down. Okay. This is my one more thing for the bonus. Okay. This is a complete, ready to deploy system engineered and designed for your success. Okay. I think you know by now that I've meticulously crafted every detail. We use this. We sell this. Right? This is not us creating this and telling you to go sell it and then selling you a different software next week and then another angle next week and then another angle next week. Everything leads, all roads lead to Reviewly in my business. Okay? That's the core. That's the plan. But if you're on the fence and maybe you're new, right? We had several dozen of you type in new and I know not everybody joined. Okay? If you're new, I want to truly kickstart your success. Now, I think it was Eileen that Ben confirmed for you. It was Eileen that purchased. And Ben, put the link back in there too for me. Eileen, I think you purchased product from us We already shipped it to you. Okay. You're already flagged in my system. So a couple weeks ago, or 2 weeks ago, I asked, do you want the white or the dark, right? The white or the black Google review stance? Okay. The yes method is the easiest, fastest way to get your foot in the door. Okay. It was about 40 to 60%. I'm not going to pull up my screen, but if you guys look, we had 70 people vote. It was more on the dark one than the light one. But here's what we're going to do. We actually placed the order this morning for both the white and the black. I just like, screw it. Let's just do 500 of both. Okay. These get your foot in the door. So what I'm going to do for each and every one of you, and pay very special attention to what I say right now, because I don't want a ton of support tickets. Okay. These devices just got ordered today. Do I have the plate, the card, and the sticker in hand? Yes, actually. You can hear me tapping one right now. Okay. Actually, I'll show it to you on screen. Okay. I have the cards. I have the plates. The stickers are over there. What I don't have in hand are the devices, the review stands. We just placed the order today. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. We are going to wait for those devices to come in. And normally it's about 2 to 3 weeks. We're in the queue to have them printed. They're shipped and made at a recycled plastic here in the US. Okay. And configured. We're going to ship the whole pack to you, all 5 at once by the end of April. I'm just going to say by the end of April because I don't want anything to happen. Okay. If for some reason you absolutely need these 3 devices, the plate, the card, the sticker now, today, we'll ship them to you. You will just have to pay for shipping for the other 2 devices on you. It's like less than $10. Okay. The value that you've received already as part of this package was more than $399. The retail value of these devices is like, $200-$300. Okay. So this is more than half the cost of what your $399 upgrade fee is. So we're giving you these 5 devices. We're going to ship them to you in one. You'll get one of each from there. Okay. If you want them early, you can pay for the second set of shipping. So please don't harass my support staff. They know this might be coming. You're going to get one black stand, one white stand, one review plate, white labeled, all of them, one sticker, and one business card. Everything but the sticker has an NFC and QR capability. The sticker has QR only. Okay. I've sold all of these. Ben just gave you guys a link. It's Reviewly.ai/control. Okay. That is how you're going to get access to this. You will get this. We'll ship them out in the next, I guess, 3 weeks or 4 weeks or so. Once we get all of the devices from there. Okay. You get your product kit. Now, in addition to that, when you join at Reviewly.ai/control, I'm going to go above and beyond for each and every one of you. Okay. If you need a little bit of a boost, a little bit of a confidence, put in boost in the chat right now. Because when you put in boost, your name will be flagged to get the confidence booster pack. But you got to type in boost. If you're on here or on the replay, put on boost down below as well. If you're watching this on school, or comment boost down below on YouTube. Okay. We'll flag those because here's what you get when you type in boost. And actually, I'm going to pull this up. Okay. I want to see you guys are typing in boost. Okay. For all of you, Mark, Will, other Mark, Eileen, Tom, Ken. Okay. When you type in boost and you purchase, okay. So I know some of you guys are in here, some of you are not. Okay. You will get a 15-minute one-on-one pre-demo consult with me. I don't think any of you have the doubt that I can sell this. Okay. Yes, you should. Matthew, yes. We'll talk about that later. I do not want to talk about 2 different apps on the same call. You will be able to absolutely destroy this. Okay. 15-minute one-on-one consult with me. That's all you need. Pre-demo. Jeff, I have this. What's the type of business angle? Okay. I do demos multiple times a week. Right now it's a little light because of spring break and things like that. And this call, but you'll get personal guidance from me to refine my pitch because I'm giving you my pitch deck for your clients from there. Okay. We're going to do that live Q&A session for AI webinar, right? I'm going to talk about how to actually do that live presentation to a chamber, to a group of business owners from there. So if you put in Boost, that's telling me that you either purchased or you're going to purchase, and to save you a spot. Okay. I will give you this confidence booster pack if you type in Boost. Okay. Brad, Owen, Darren, Lloyd, not all of you that are on here have purchased. I can see the orders. Okay. So, but some of you I know have to get home from work, you're traveling, all that stuff. So we're cool. I will save it if you put Boost in the chat. Okay. There you go. Jamila, I'll give it to you too, as well. Okay. Or is it Jamil? Sorry, I'm not sure what it is. Matthew, you as well. Okay. In addition to that, how many of you would like to keep me as your employee for 30 minutes? Kevin, we'll talk to you soon. I'll chat you on Monday's call. Okay. All right. How would you like to have me as your white label employee for 30 minutes? I love closing these deals. Okay. I've closed several hundred location businesses. I've been on the phone with airlines. I've been on the phone with C-level executives of Starbucks in the past, Harbor Freight, Sonic, the food store. Okay. I've also been with your one-off truck in a truck, your roofing company that has one location, the one that does 50 million a year. One of my roofing clients has been in business for 115 years, and they lack Google business reviews. Multi-location attorney, a locksmith that has 1,000 reviews in our system, international chiropractor, international restaurants. Okay. Anything from your person that can't afford $100 a month to a $100 million a year company. I'm going to come on and I will do your first demo with you. I could either be your cheerleader. I can be there to answer any other questions like, hey, we're training Jeff in the background today, or I can just come on and close a deal for you as part of your agency. If you put Boost in the chat and you join right now while you're watching this, Mark, thank you for the update. I'll talk to you soon. Okay. If you join right now and type in Boost, you will get the Confidence Booster Pack. There is no stone left unturned. You're going to get the software. You're going to get the outreach, the marketing pack, the consult with me on how to get them on the call. You're going to get my pitch deck that I'm using right now. As a matter of fact, I actually don't even use the pitch deck that much anymore, right? You're also, not only have the consult, you're going to have all the outreach, all the comments that you need. I'm going to show you what the inside of the software looks like next week, right? You have access to it already, but we'll walk through any questions from there. But then to have me, when you come on, and it's not an ego thing for me, right? I'm not doing like, oh, I'm the best, I can close all the deals. There's probably something that closes 10x number of deals that I do because I'm busy, right? So you typed in Boost, and we'll get your name. Okay. Ben will figure out how to pull out their name and make sure they get this. When you go to Reviewly.ai/control right now, I will close your first deal with you or for you. I don't care, right? We'll set the price. We'll figure out what their angles are. We'll figure out what it is. And look, I have a ton of first call closes, one call closes. Okay. Not every one closes the first time. I will stick with you till they close. That's my promise to you. But Ken, cool. You wait till Friday. You're good. You typed in Boost. You're good. If you guys got to wait till Friday, I got you. You'll have until at least Friday to get in. And then Chris, when you get back, just email our support. We'll get you in too. Put in Boost, Chris. I will honor it for you from there. But you're watching the webinar, which is great while you're on vacation. But I got people like flying in from Puerto Rico. John is like, I'm on a plane. I can't be on the call. Or somebody on a cruise ship last week. I'm like, I'll save you a spot. Okay. We'll get you in. But if you type in Boost, you should have zero doubt that we are going to help you get results. Because when you go to Reviewly.ai/control, you're getting the owner of the software. Your client won't know that, right? Okay. Your client's not going to know that, but you will. And that will give you the confidence to reach out, to know that you have every training wheel, support system, structure, crutch, whatever you want to call it, available to you today. Okay. That's what you're going to have. Now, I'm going to urge you to make a decision right now. Okay. Chris says, thank you. I just popped that up real quick to get rid of the link. Okay. Speed wins. Do something. Okay. People who move fast are the ones that are going to win and get the best results. You do not need a perfect plan. You just need to get started. Now, this window will not stay open forever. The prices on our website are higher than what you see in this presentation because we are changing our prices because of the increased value that we are adding to the marketplace. Plus, we're severely underpriced for what we offer. Okay. So this isn't about pressure. I'm not going to hard close you. I'm going to see the ones that make the decision on the inside starting next week. Okay. Our team will manually upgrade each of the accounts after this call. And if you have any issues, let me know in the chat. Okay. Early movers will get the AI driven marketing advantage and you will compound for you as you get in. You can either take control or catch up. And a lot of you said you want to take control. Okay. There are only two positions available. Be proactive, take control, see how you and your clients are going to be first movers, or you can spend the next 12 months catching up. Cool. Yep. And then you are good. Michael, we can wait for you for at the end of the day too. Don't worry about that. We got you. Okay. As long as you put boost in the chat, boost in the comments down below, we will honor this boost pack for you. Okay. But you have to put in boost in the comments on YouTube, boost below in school, or anywhere you guys see the replay from there. Okay. And yes, you can use any of your previous purchase card devices with this upgrade. It is all retroactive and is all built in. So if you've got this card, I don't know where it is. Let's zoom in. There you go. You've got this card for you. You've got this plate for you, Edward, or you've got the sticker, or you've got the stamp. They all work retroactively as well. Okay. So let's get you guys in from there. Ben, drop that link one more time for me. I'm going to put it up on the screen. Okay. I want you to take control right now. Okay. If you're ready, this is your moment. Okay. This is the biggest thing for each and every one of you. All right. Get in, get set up. And then the link is reviewly.ai/control. Start building the agency that owns AI driven visibility, access the full system, and tap into the unlimited potential of this. Okay. This is something that each and every one of you are going to want to get access to. And if you put in boost in the chat, we will make sure that you have access. Yes. Support. I actually have a support. Let me go add it here. Put it in here. Support at Reviewly.ai. I'm actually going to turn this on right here. And then I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to turn it on for 30 seconds, show it for you. Okay. Go to support at Reviewly.ai. If you have any other questions from there, go ahead. Right. So go ahead and go to support at Reviewly.ai and our team will help you from there. All right. Last slide for you guys. Okay. The future is here. It's Reviewly.ai. We do things, and I did not just pound my chest and tout, this for an hour and a half, and I didn't do it early on. There are things that our system does that no one else is capable of, that no one else has built, that hasn't ever existed in the marketplace, or for the 3 years that we've done it, does not exist. Okay, Edward, you had a 500 error. Edward, just email. Looks like you might have had an upgrade error or something like that. Just go ahead and just email our support team. Make sure I spelt it right. At Reviewly.ai, and we'll get you in, Edward, from there. So Edward, I will honor that for you. But Edward, I actually see that you upgraded 2 minutes ago. So you are good. Edward, just let our support team know, and they're just going to manually upgrade you. Okay. So maybe we had a little bit of a hiccup on the server, but we'll get you in. Okay. All right. How do you get in? You go to the link, Reviewly.ai/control. There are things that this system does that no other platform on earth does. The future is here. We live, breathe, eat, and sleep Google Business Profile reviews. There are people that do reviews, or they weave in and out, or they've worked with reviews before, or they have a different angle. Look, everything that I do, and you've seen it, has a core road that leads back to Google Business Profile and reviews. It is a cornerstone offer You have to include it as an agency. It's non-negotiable. Okay. There's no option for reviews. It's whether you miss out on it or not. You can do 1 tap to 5 stars. You got the AI visibility and you can increase your revenue for yourself and your clients. Okay. This isn't what's going to happen. It's here today, right now. The only question is, are you going to be a part of it? Okay. I appreciate each and every one of you that are on here. If you have any questions, if we missed anything, go ahead and email our team at support@reviewly.ai. My team will be more than happy to help you out, get you started, and make sure that you get what you need inside of the system. For those of you that put in Boost, we will honor that. Okay. Next week or during the rest of this week, my team today and tomorrow will unlock your account. I will build a private members area just for this group inside of school. Okay. I'm going to get the replay out, spend a little time with my kid. I've got an exec meeting, a couple other things. But once that's done, I'm going to start getting you guys in the system, get you up and running, and then we're going to get you inside of the system. It'll only be open for a limited time. You've got your 3 options. If you're a current user, upgrade. If you're a new user, you can use the AI reputation control system for the full access, or if you're a zero tech agency, use a limited zero tech agency from there. Final things as we get in for the comments. Okay. A lot of people are still putting in Boost, which is great. So if you put in Boost, I will honor this when you get in, right? We will know each and every one of you that put in Boost. We'll see that you guys have everything you need from there. If you're watching this, you don't know who we are or what we're doing, we are the agencystarterkit.com group. I run it. My name is Jeff Hershey. We teach marketing agencies how to build an AI agency. This is very beginner friendly. If you're on the YouTube channel, subscribe, become a part of this and get on. Because what I want you to understand is that we're here for your growth. Everything that we've built is here to help you grow, and we grow alongside with you. That's why we have the zero tech agency. That's why the new multi-location options are part of your accounts as well. When you upgrade, you can use the ability to add the review snapshot for that additional feature set as well. I want to make sure that each and every one of you has access to those. Our team is going to go in, find everybody that purchased today, upgrade or unlock your account in the next 24 hours. And then if you have any issues, have any questions, need anything from us, where do you go? Pretty simple, support@reviewly.ai. And we look forward to working with each and every one of you in the system. If there's any comments, go ahead and put a Q or put your comment in below, but I haven't seen any comments come in recently. I know, Edward, you had the 500 error. I gave you the support, came in late. Brian, this is more than just a list of, there's a list of upgrades. Actually, Brian, if you go to reviewly.ai/control, that will give you the list of everything. Okay, that's the page that has everything on it for what we're doing from there. And then let's see if there's any other. Want to check? You can use still previous devices. Yes, I answered that one. And then Michael's dealing with patients right now. So my wife is too. Mark says, thanks for the update, Jeff. Awesome. You're welcome, Mark. I'll talk to you soon. Mark, you want to use PayPal? Go ahead and email our support staff. We don't have PayPal link for us. We usually Stripe, but my team might be able to help you with that. How do you find my team? You guys should all know by now, support@reviewly.ai. Dom will help you out over there. And no new comments have come in. I think I've got all the big ones from here. And yep, looks like we are good to go. And Gary, let our team know and we might be able to help you out. Okay. Gary, go ahead. I'm not going to put your thing on here. Just go email support@reviewly.ai and we'll help you out if we can from there. And then Michael, what do you recommend charging businesses for the system? Reposting this. Thanks for reposting it. I missed it. Go look at our site. We charge $99 for the basic and then $139 or $149 for the AI upgrades from there. And then what I will actually do, Michelle, sorry, not Michael, Michelle, I'm sorry. I was talking with Michael earlier. We're going to cover that inside the training of like how you can charge this much, why you should be able to charge that much, and then answering those questions as you guys get in from there. So with that being said, we're about 15 minutes over. I was telling Ben this might only go 45 minutes. We've got an hour and 45. I appreciate each and every one of you. For those of you that have all joined, I can see that on the side. For those that haven't typed in Boost yet, type in Boost in the comment section, and StreamYard in school will get you the bundle package as well. And I'll put that inside the trainings for each and every one of you. The value of the bonuses alone, each of the bonuses aside are worth the upgrade, not to mention the software going. So you're getting like a 3x value of each of those bonuses, those 2 bonus sections that I've given you, plus the upgrade, just by that one payment to upgrade today. We have some payment plans and things if you guys need it. My team will be able to help you out. We'll get you in. We want your success to be our success. All right. I appreciate each and every one of you. Have a great rest of your day, rest of your week, holiday weekend, and get ready to go on Monday, because the first hour we're going to get in there, we're going to get going, and then we're going to build it out the rest of the week. So take care. There will be a replay. Ken, yep, I'm going to put it up in the school group here in a little bit. Once it gets up on YouTube, I'll post it for you, and then we'll go from there. All right. I'll talk to you guys all later. Cheers. Have a good one. And if you have any questions, last time, support@Reviewly.ai. Have a great rest of your day, rest of your week, and take care. See you guys real soon.